everyone, and welcome to another episode of the 50s Chicks. I am Anna Lee,
And I am Patricia.
and we hope that you're having a good and fulfilling week of online dating out there in those mean
You
streets.
said fulfilling.
And that you're doing your self care, like
Yes.
Patricia says.
Self-care first. But yes,
Okay, and you just froze.
what I did?
Yes.
Oh, I did not notice me freezing.
So,
But
what do you have to say about that?
about me freezing?
No, about the self-care.
Oh. That everyone needs to be doing their self-care at least something every day. Every day.
To whoever needs to hear this, it's not selfish to love yourself, to take care of yourself, or to make your happiness a priority. It's necessary.
Back away from the phone. We know the usuals. Giving yourself a minute, do some mindfulness. What was the sit in the car for a few minutes if you need to. Do a coloring. Do one of those adult coloring books.
Yeah, those are nice.
Yeah. And you can
Yeah.
just you don't have to do the whole thing, just do a part of one. Or cut
Yeah.
one in half and do one.
Or even like if you're into art and stuff like that, do some, sketching, do a sketchbook.
Oh yes, for sure.
That kind of
Puzzle, because you're into puzzles.
Oh, I'm puzzle girl, like
Yes.
yes.
All those things.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so much you could do.
Well, and today we are going to delve into yet another Reddit story um, that, of course, has to do with online dating.
Of course.
That's typically what we talk about the most. And this one, I feel like we've talked about this ever since this whole thing. We even started with the online dating, with the old OLD.
OLD.
And that is with you're dating multiple people,
Oh,
but you're not
yes.
really dating multiple people. And I think you had that point, is that it's not like you're dating multiple people, you're going and meeting up with
Right.
multiple people.
Yes.
So most people don't full on date a whole slew of people.
No, you are meeting people. You meet a lot of people, but you don't date, because out of out of 10 you meet, you might more than likely not date any of those. And if anything, you're going to date one
Exactly.
out of 10.
Yeah, yeah. So it's not exactly like that, but this
Yeah.
story does. The title is "Dating Multiple People,"
Okay.
and it says, "I, 52 female, am back in the dating pool after a couple of years break. In the past, I've matched on OLD with someone that I clicked with and gave it a go to see where things went. This led to a couple of long-term relationships that weren't really the best fit. So I guess yes and then no. This time around, I'm trying to take things slow and get to know more than one person at a time.
Okay.
It feels awful. I have a favorite, and it feels wrong talking to and going out with others.
Huh.
And it's hard not to worry that he's gonna choose someone else since he's dating others too.
Yes, he is.
I know this is probably ridiculous. I don't actually know him after a few dates. How do you all do it? Am I supposed to not have feelings for any of them? Huh.
That is funny. Well, the
I
thing of
think,
it
first
is,
of all, it
but in
sounds
this
like she is
scenario
having
here,
fun.
yeah, it sounds like she is going out on dates with maybe 3 people in the same time frame. So that is kind of like, she's kind of dating 3 people. Because she's been out with them, I'm going to say, more than
Although
once.
she has a favorite.
Right. Yeah, the A
She
guy.
does have a favorite. Now, I'm gonna say that she'd be better off just like focusing on the favorite right
The
now.
one she likes,
and,
yes.
you know, fizzling the
yes.
other one out
Yes.
as she goes, because especially if she's feeling bad about it, there's no reason to.
Oh yeah, if you don't feel good about what you're doing, then you need to stop. If you feel uncomfortable, then don't do it, you know?
Exactly. And it's funny because one person wrote in response, she said, "I prefer to disappoint one man at a time."
That is funny.
But in this case, though, I think that she kind of needs to have the talk already with this guy.
Yes, if that's the guy she really likes,
Yeah.
then unless I think she's worried that he is still, you know, seeing other people, so she don't want to cut hers loose. But like you said, having the talk, that way everybody cut the others loose.
Yes.
And then we'll focus on, you know, the one that you pick.
And that way the talk is very helpful, because
Yes.
if you have the talk, that'll let you know if this favorite person of
Right.
yours, if you're
She's
also
the
the favorite, or if you're, you know, plan B, C, or D.
Right.
So
Right.
it'll let you know
Right.
where you stand.
Right.
So yeah, I would just recommend to have that talk and go from there.
Yes. And the
So and hope that he is favoring you as well.
Right.
Or else you're gonna be kind of heartbroken there.
see, and that's why you have the other two, because if it doesn't work with having that talk, if he says, well, no, whatever, and then they part ways, and now she has these other two, then she can refocus her energy, you know. And that's the purpose. That's why people do that, is because you just don't want to have all your eggs in one basket. And it's not about whether it's right or wrong. And everybody have different opinions about how they're going to move in this landscape. But it's just the culture, and that's just what happens.
Now, I do think that once you have the talk, it's really not okay to, you know, still be out there.
Yes, of course.
And mess around, because the other person has put their phone down, so you need to put your phone down too. You know,
Right, if they both agree. Now, I've had situations where I did not agree. I said, well, no, we're not, I'm not there yet. That's exactly what I said. I'm not there yet. You know, so and the one situation I had where, and I know you still have some mixed feelings about, where the guy was saying, okay, yes, I want to just focus on you. And he even said, you know, I want you to be my girlfriend, whatever. And I was saying, well, I wasn't there at that point yet. And so he said, well, that's my plan, is just to, you know, focus on you, and we'll go. And I said, well, okay, well, that's fine, because we could still go out and do all the things. I'm just not there yet. And so I come to find out, because he said that he was going off the sites. He said that I'm going off the sites, because usually in that conversation you go off the sites, both people, when they both agree. And so he said, well, this is what I'm going to do, you know, regardless of, you know, my feelings. He was still committed or whatever, and was going to focus on, and come to find out, he is on the sites. And not only on the site, well, one in particular, he had posted new pictures.
Yeah, see that, and see, I would feel some type of way about that, because he didn't have to say that. So if he's not gonna do it, don't.
I know.
Say
Why
it.
say it?
Don't
Don't say it. Because And I get that, because that I didn't say it. I was upfront. I said no, but he did. He continued to say, "Well, this is what I'm going to do. You know, I'm still going to be focusing in this direction." And then find out, and he had new pictures on there, and that happened since we had that discussion. So now it makes me think, okay, so I can't trust what you say.
Yeah,
You know?
that's much worse. Now you have a predicament because
Yes.
now your favorite, your focus one can't trust you, and now there's problems.
Right. So now there's no more. So that, needless to say,
should just be upfront with people
yes,
and
just
say
say,
it
he
like
didn't even have to say it, or he could have said, well, okay, we'll do it this, you know, we'll continue as we're going until, and we'll maybe have the conversation later. But no, he said, no, oh, well, I'm doing this, I'm, you know, gonna, he didn't use the word commit, but it was along the lines of, well, you're my focus, I want you to be my girl. He said girlfriend and blah, blah, blah. And he said he was coming off the site. And
it's so
did
funny
not.
because it seems so teenagey when we say the girl,
I know.
boyfriend.
And he, and the thing really, because not only did you not come off the site, you added new pictures.
That's just the
You
worst.
added new pictures. And yes, and I guess people will say, well, because he wasn't sure of me, which I get that.
Yeah, but then
Don't say it.
and then if he had a change of heart once you said no, I'm not
Yes,
going
didn't
to
say, well, okay.
then he goes, oh, okay, well then I'm not doing that either.
Exactly.
Just be
Exactly.
upfront and
Exactly.
definitely not vamp it up.
I know it. Not only stayed on it, but added.
Yeah.
Added. That was the thing. For me, it was like, no, still, but you added new pictures. You're advertising yourself. You're rebranding. He rebranded.
Yeah. No, I don't like it.
No, I didn't like it, and so therefore that didn't go anywhere else. But
Yeah.
so yeah, this navigating this, this landscape. There is that part of it where because of the accessibility.
I'm gonna say I'm a proponent for being able to, meeting up with
Oh,
people
yeah.
and talking to people
Yes.
until you have that talk.
Yes, until the talk happens, then yes, definitely.
Because
And I think it's
otherwise you
necessary.
drive yourself crazy. You're gonna end up just feeling,
Yes.
I don't know, like the rejections are gonna
Yes.
be so much harder.
And the time spent, I think the time is the real gut punch. I spent all this time with you, and but if you have other options out there, then you're not feeling like that.
Exactly.
And it gives you time to not be so hyper focused on one person, to where you put your all in, especially if that conversation has not been had, because that's a very dangerous place to put yourself prior to that conversation.
How do you feel about, because I remember talking to someone I broke up with, and his thing was that he expected once somebody broke up with someone, they would stay, away from any kind of dating for at least a month.
What?
To 6 months.
They said that?
There needed to be a, I don't know, grieving period.
But how long would the situation of, how long was the time together?
Together was 6 months.
Oh, but now I don't know. See, I don't know who said that. I wonder who said that. But I don't know who said it. You never told me. This is the first time I'm here.
I'll just say PC.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. But here's the thing, though. You can't sit here and dictate when somebody...
Nope.
You can't dictate how long somebody is going to, you know, take to, get back out. You can't dictate that.
Unfortunately, sometimes people meet other people and they're jumping straight from you to the other person.
Oh, yes.
It happens.
Yes, especially in this OLD. It definitely happens. I think it happens more so in that. That's what happens more often, I think. Especially in relationships where people know it's kind of it's rocky or whatever. People putting their feelers out, seeing if they can get a replacement right away. So
I think the bottom line is OLD is not for the faint of heart.
no, it is not. That definitely, it is not.
Get
Like
that
if you-
sensitive about
yeah.
things because you're gonna be
Yes.
hurt.
Everybody's not going to do what you would expect them to do. They're not. And if you are doing all the things and you're expecting other people to, you're really gonna be hurt. Your feelings are really gonna be hurt because they're not. And I'm about hydration, which includes, protecting yourself. So if you, So
And
I'm
look for the
100% for having other people that you're talking to and meeting until there is some type of quasi commitment to focusing on the two people.
Yes.
Well,
And-
the two people focusing on each other.
And look for Look for the signs to see if you're the A girl. Are you the A
you
girl?
definitely know. If you don't have any weekends,
We've talked about those
Yeah.
signs.
yeah.
Mhm.
So if you're getting minimal texts, no weekends, nothing substantive, then you know you're not. And it's up to you whether you're gonna stay in the game until the A girl thing blows up in his face, or you just bow out.
And of course, I've been through it where it was, whatever was ghosted out.
Right.
After a couple of dates, maybe it ghosted out, and then maybe a month later, here they are.
Comes back from the dead because that A situation blew up in his face.
And I think that you had an interesting reappearance
Recently?
with the
Yes, I did. Was it yesterday?
yes. And how long
was it
had that
today?
been?
No, it was yesterday. Yes, I did. And this is somebody from a couple years ago.
How long had it been? Yes.
It was about 3 years ago. It was
That's
about
a
3
long
years ago.
time. That's a
Yes.
long time.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So how did he come back after 3 years?
But he had, I think I had told you that he would every now and again pop up, every now and again, because he was asking, as far as the book, trying to be funny.
Oh.
Yeah, so every now and again, he would pop up and just, say hi, what have you. And it turns out he's in a nearby city. That is why yes, he's doing training in a nearby city.
Is he asking for a meetup or just?
He did not outrightly ask, but he played around with it, and I wasn't biting.
So putting the feelers.
Yeah,
out.
trying to get me to say or whatever, and I was like, either you say what you got to say, or
Yeah.
I don't play that game. But yeah, came out of the woodwork. Yeah.
Yeah.
From the grave.
Yeah. It's how it goes. Now, I would say there's nothing wrong with coming back from the grave, but when you do, come back with a purpose. Like
Yes, right there. What you just
come
said.
back. Come back with a purpose.
Yes.
Don't just come and say hi for. Why?
Yes.
Why?
Yes. He was saying, oh, well, yeah, I'm in such and such for the week on a training. Maybe I'll get a chance to come in your area, maybe. And I was like, oh, okay.
Hmm.
Maybe,
Maybe.
you know. But yeah, so he waffled. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. If they're gonna come back, they need to come back with
Come
a
back like,
purpose.
yes, with a purpose. You're
Purpose
right.
and
Come
intent.
back with a purpose, or just stay in the grave.
Yes.
Stay in the grave.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Well, I think that about sums it up. So, we are a podcast on Spotify. We are on YouTube, and if you watch us, if you're
Yes.
watching on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe
Yep.
and comment.
Yes, please.
We're
And-
also on Instagram, TikTok, and
Facebook. Yes.
yep.
Yes, and join our wise and wonderful women on Facebook.
Yes. And don't forget to live
Laugh
and
and
connect. You're not even
connect.
gonna. I was, yay!
It just won't do it. I don't know. Am I not close enough?
You are doing it wrong.
It's what?
It looks like a
I
heart.
don't know.
It looks like a heart. Your heart.
It does.
I don't know.
I don't know.
That sure looks like a heart. All right. Well, see y'all later. Bye bye.
Bye.